Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is a video I've been wanting to make for ages, ever since we hit 500,000 subscribers. I think we're nearly 600 now. But come with me, because I want to show you a bit of a behind the scenes, a kind of studio tour, setup tour of what is actually quite a small office where I make my videos. You probably recognize this as a backdrop. We've got the white table with this blue cutting board where I do a lot of my fancy product shots. Over here is a bit ugly, if I'm honest. I've not made any attempt to tidy it up, but you can see we've got some storage, a couple of these LED lights that help me improve the lighting slightly, and just a complete mess over here. I don't even know where to start with that. So one of the first things I want to talk about is actually lighting, because I've got this bit of a blackout blind, and I've found over the years that controlling the lighting is really important. You can see how much it affects the video and my face and the quality. And so what I like to do is have a bit of a bounce light over here, and then use this one as a key light on me at about a 45-degree angle. So Pete, if you come around here, we try and do a bit of a official Tech Chap setup. It might look something a little bit like this. Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and blah, 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 blah. For pretty much everything I film, I use the Panasonic GH5 and also the 12 to 35mm Panasonic lens, because together you actually get body and lens stabilization. I love this setup. It's compact, it's got the articulating screen, and it can shoot up to 4K 60, which I can then slow down half speed and get some nice 4K slow-mo. So behind the desk is the other desk, essentially. This is the main backdrop and also my editing suite. So we've got this huge 38-inch LG ultra-wide. I'll put links in the description below. Really color accurate, really nice and big. Lots of, I'm gonna say it, Pete, screen real estate. Oh, man, I'm sorry. It's like Daily Driver. Daily Driver, screen real estate, feels good in the hand. Feels good in the hand. It's just these YouTuber cliches. But so this is where I spend most of my day. We've got my main editing desktop PC here, RTX 2080 Ti, an Intel 9th Gen i9 processor, really all the bells and whistles. But over the years, I've also accumulated a few knickknacks and bits and pieces over time. This is Stormy from UB Tech. I was going to review him, but the Android app didn't really work at the time, and so instead he's just sat on my desk, and my nephew loves to play with him. So it's always funny when people think it's just a static Stormtrooper, and then he starts coming alive.
Repairs complete. All equipment functional. Awaiting further instructions.
Perfect. Good to hear. Thank you, Robot Stormtrooper. I also really like this little thing. It's an Edison light bulb. It costs about 20 quid on Amazon, but it gives such a sort of wholesome, nice look to a backdrop. And in a world of RGB and Philips Hue smart lights, which I've just got everywhere here, it's kind of nice to get a bit of a contrast with the old and the super new RGB gone mad. This is something that a lot of people ask me about, and I can't really explain it, but it's a head of a mannequin with a PUBG helmet, which I would wear, except my head is far too big, and an Oculus Go VR headset. So it's a little bit creepy. Now here we have this little guy, an Anki Vector. This is one of the cutest toys, robots I've ever used, but unfortunately the company has gone out of business, which is a real shame. I think Anki made some good products, so he's just gonna sit there until the end of time. We've got some classic cameras, we've got some fake plants, which all YouTubers have to have, and of course, Teddy from Mr. Bean. I mean, English, I don't know, it's a thing. One question I get a lot is, what is my desk? Where do I get it from? Well, it's again kind of like the classic YouTuber setup. It's an IKEA Carlby worktop desk on a couple of Alex drawers. You can get the whole thing for about £300. I should really organize this a little bit better. Headphones, bulbs. Actually I got probably about 20 phones, which comes in handy when I'm doing camera comparisons and battery tests. I did actually invest in these little things because they were getting scratched up in my drawer. One thing that definitely stands out is this. It's actually an LED light, well, what remains of it. We cut it off to put a tripod mount up here, so I can actually attach a camera here and then get a really nice bird's eye view directly below of whatever I'm doing, which really helps with like unboxing videos. One of my favorite things though is this chair. It's a Noble Chairs icon, and actually I know the guy who makes these, or sells these at least, Stephen, pretty well. And I know for a fact that if you go on Twitter and tag Noble Chairs and say Tom sent you, he will send you a free one of these. He loves sending out free chairs. Don't you, Stephen? But in all seriousness, this is actually a really nice chair. Noble Chairs icon. Definitely recommend them. I feel like a good armchair general. Fake plants everywhere. So this is my main studio setup where you probably recognize the backdrop, but there's also somewhere else I want to show you, so come with me. But then we've also got this place which I use, which is actually my house, it's my living room. We've got this second desk set up, this amazing TV and audio setup, which I'll run through in just a second. And so you may recognize this, the breakfast bar where I shoot some videos, the sofa. So yeah, this is also my kind of home studio. I've basically duplicated the whole setup. Same monitor, very similar PC, bit of a darker theme because I wanted to make it a little bit different. So I do a lot of editing here, often later at night. I've also got the new Oculus Rift S up here, so sometimes if I just want to escape the crazy world that we're in, I'll jump into a bit of the Rift. We've also got a few little bits and pieces down here. We've got the new Google Home Hub, what's the one from last year, which has really just turned into a digital photo frame. I don't actually use it for anything, but it's kind of cool. I'm not sure why anyone needs it, but it's there. I got some caps. This actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but says the Tech Chap in Korean. That may be completely wrong. It's like getting a tattoo and it says idiot. So I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. This is my friend Steve. This is my iRobot Roomba. If I'm being honest, I always thought robot vacuum cleaners would be a bit of a waste of money, but I actually really like this thing. It just goes about, does its vacuuming while I'm away, and then I don't have to do it as much myself. So they are expensive, but I kind of like a robot vacuum cleaner. One thing I do want to show you are these speakers, which actually aren't anything to do with my PC setup. They're actually part of my Samsung soundbar system. So Pete, if you come with me, follow me through to the drawing room. Who says drawing room? I meant living room as a joke, but anyway. This thing is just ludicrously big. It's a 65-inch Samsung Q90R QLED TV. It takes up like over half the wall. It obscures my artwork. It's a little bit big for my house, but you know, who needs 4 walls? 3 in a TV would be great. But the Q90R is a fantastic TV, and actually, in my opinion, the best gaming TV you can buy right now, and I made a whole video about that. But this thing below it, equally good, the new Q90R, and I love how Samsung has actually developed it so it fits perfectly under their TVs. It's Dolby Atmos. We've got up-firing speakers, side firing, front firing, all the firing, which pairs with these 2 speakers at the back, so you get a nice surround sound system, which annoys my neighbors no end, but also gives me a nice immersive experience when I'm watching Stranger Things or something really embarrassing on Netflix. So. Sky Qbox, Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, and I do pride myself on the fact that there is no bias on this channel. I will switch from iPhones to Samsungs to Huawei's. I will play my Xbox, I'll play the PlayStation. It's whatever has the best games or gives you the best experience. I mean, I keep changing tech all the time. Oh, and these things, Displates. So I've actually got this one here, and if we spin around 3 above there, I really like a Displate. And actually, I'll put a link in the description if you want to use my code and get some discounts on that. This isn't even sponsored, I just like Displates. Got my silver play button, fingers crossed, not too long, maybe there'll be a bigger gold one here when I hit 1 million. But for now, I'm still really, really proud of this. Every single subscriber I get, it just means the world to me. And I, believe it or not, do read every single one of your comments. And it's the community, it's you guys that make this possible. So this is a nice shiny thing for my wall, but really it's, you know, a credit to you. Obviously lighting is very important. I always have to be lit. Does that work? And that is pretty much it. If I could improve anything, it would probably be the furniture in here. I'm not sure what you think of my dining room table and TV stand, but I think I've got some good tech, but some pretty terrible furniture. I'm not sure if you've got any recommendations. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope this wasn't too boring, but if you would like to see more behind the scenes videos, then make sure you let me know in the comments and click that subscribe button and ding that little notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.